Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about where I've been and giving you guys a health update, and also I want to talk to you guys about my vacation. So if you guys are interested, then please keep on watching. So we chose to go to Arizona on our vacation because my husband wanted to visit his family and they are living in Arizona City. So we took off 2 weeks to just go and have some fun and just enjoy family time and just get away from everything. And I'm glad that we did because we really needed that. But Byron drove the whole way with his brother and I flew with my son because we knew that he was probably not gonna be all that great traveling that long on a car. You know, it's like a day and maybe a couple of hours trip. So we just decided to do it this way. So I do have to start off with saying that this was the first time my son was flying on a plane, so I was a little bit nervous. I didn't know how he was gonna react or how he was gonna be. Levi did so good at the airport. He's riding on the little stroller and he's having a ball seeing everybody because he's a people person. But as soon as we got on the plane, he started to get a little uneasy. He kept opening and closing the airplane window thing, and that was my fault because I taught him that. So I was like, oh God, here we go. But it was getting close to his nap time, you know, so I was like, maybe he's just overtired. But the good thing was that I had nobody sitting to my left, which was on the seat, and I had the window seat. There was nobody sitting in the row in front of us, and there was only 2 kids sitting on the left side. So we really didn't have a lot of people around us, which I was thankful for that. But I did grab Levi and I took him to the bathroom and I just kind of laid him down on the changing table and I just prayed. I just said, Lord, you know how I'm starting to get a little bit anxious, and just help me through this moment, help us both through this moment, help Levi calm down a little bit so that we can enjoy this flight together because it was going to be 4 hours. And you know, you guys, I felt a lot of peace in my heart. So as soon as I get out, the flight attendant was out there and I didn't know that my door was not all the way closed. It was like this much open. And, you know, I know she heard me praying and she must have felt bad or something, I don't know. But I end up going back to the seat, and then the flight attendants come by and they give us snacks. You know, they gave him a double thing of snacks and I was able to feed him some of that. I was just kind of thinking to myself, what if he doesn't sleep? And of course, like as a mom, you get all those feelings. But anyways, he ends up getting really tired and he starts falling asleep. And yes, at this point I was like, whew. I was gonna sleep too, but I was afraid that he was gonna slip out of my hands. So I just kind of stayed awake and I watched Dora the Explorer, the movie. Oh my God, I love that movie. It was so fun and so cool and I really enjoyed it. It took the time like that. But then after that I kept saying, Hola, soy Dora. I love that movie. Yeah, I was able to watch that, and right as it was finishing, he starts to wake up again, and I think it was like all the pressure and whatnot, but he ends up waking up and we're still good, you know, we're still good. Levi. Yeah. We make it and Byron's dad picks us up from the airport, then he takes us to Waffle House. And this was so funny because Levi makes friends everywhere he goes. Like, he makes more friends than I do. There is this lady who brought him over a little Waffle House and she's like, oh my God, is this your first time at Waffle House? And we're like, no, we live in Georgia and they have tons of Waffle Houses there. And she was like, oh, because in Arizona there's only a few, or they just started putting them out there, because I think before they used to have huddle houses or something, I don't remember. And that was a pretty neat experience, and I was just able to catch up with Byron's dad and just kind of see how they were doing. And then we drove an hour from Phoenix to Arizona City, which is where they live, but they live like on the outskirts of Arizona City, so they really technically live in the desert. And it was so cool because they had like a beautiful mountain in the front lawn. They had a beautiful mountain in the back. They had the best views, you guys. Like, I was just amazed, and I was thankful that I was able to spend time out there with them. But we were able to just hang out with family most of the time. That's why I didn't really vlog much, but I did take short videos of me riding on the gator or Byron working. I took lots of pictures and videos of the roads, of the beautiful sunsets. So that all within itself was calming and relaxing to me and made me disconnect from a lot of things. One of the things that we did when we were out there was we swam. Byron's dad had one of those above ground pools.
Baby, say hello! You're welcome.
That really was a fun thing for me, especially at night, because I like to go out there and jump in the water and you could see all the stars. Like, you could even see the Milky Way if you even looked hard enough. But it was just amazing. Another thing that I really liked doing was riding on the gator. And I just sat Levi on my lap and we would just go. We would just take off and just drive down the road. Byron did that a lot.
Yeah!
And he liked to take me out adventuring, whatever he calls it, just to kind of explore. He likes to explore. And another thing that we did was just really just relax inside the house, because when I first got there it was 114 degrees. Oh my god, if I could explain to you the amount of heat that I felt, like, it was just like if you walked out and you are hit by this hot air because you're in an oven. It literally feels like an oven. Like when you open up the oven, whew. We did spend a lot of time at home, and I just remember we went to Walmart at one point when it was really hot and they had a heat advisory. And I remember just feeling like so hot, and I was like, how can people live in this? People are so crazy. And I'm just looking around and some people are wearing long sleeves and I'm like, what? And of course, just me on the inside, I was crying all the time, but I had a smile on my face. Well, over there, they made you wear a mask, so you couldn't really see me smile, but I promise I was smiling. You could see my eyes squinting. So on the first week when we were out there, my husband tells me that he wants to go see his friend John. And he's known John since they were in high school. And I met him the last time I went to Arizona, and it wasn't that hot. It wasn't that hot outside, so all this was like a shock to me. Now, fast forward to now time, he got married and then he had a kid. And the crazy thing is that me and his wife were pregnant at the same time. So we end up kind of having around the same age children. So Byron automatically connects even more with him. So we decided to go up to Phoenix, which was only an hour away, and meet up with them. We met up with them at a Chili's.
Got kisses, you gave kisses? Oh, the bestest hugs. The bestest hugs.
You know, it was really cool to be able to see them connect again. And I met his wife. She's really great. And their kid, they're great. So after that, we just went to the mall, walked around, walked through an aquarium, which was really beautiful. It was inside the mall. They had a restaurant that was called the Jungle Cafe, and it was legit a jungle. Like, they had it decorated like a jungle, and we just walked through there a little bit, and then we just decided to head home. So we went back home and just spent a few more days, and then we decided to go to California for the weekend. It was only going to be 2 days, but I was so excited to go to California for the first time. It is so beautiful. The drive from Arizona to California, going through San Diego and up to Anaheim, whoo, is so beautiful, you guys.
Hey
guys, so we just got to California. We've been driving for a bit, so we're all a little tired, but we are so excited. California is beautiful. The beach is over there. You probably can't see it yet, but we are definitely so happy that we took this trip. It's our first time to California ever, and that's his first time anywhere like this. So we're excited to be able to share that as a family. So then we got to our destination, which was Huntington Beach, California. And we picked that place with my friend Michelle because we wanted to meet in person. We've been friends on Instagram, gosh, for a while now. And we just wanted to meet in person, so we decided to plan a date together. But I had no clue that it was going to be as magical as it was. First of all, it was really fun meeting her. She is just an amazing person. The person that you see online is the same person you meet in person. So that's one thing that I really loved about her, is that she's very true to herself and she doesn't try to be like anybody, and that's why I love her. She has a big old heart for Disney, but an even bigger heart for Jesus, and I think that's my favorite part. This is her Instagram right here.
We're out here in sunny California and stumbled on these awesome people. Hi! Hi Mario! Hi Emily!
I also met her boyfriend Mario, and this is his Instagram right here. But he was so cool and so chill, and you can tell that he really loves Michelle, just the way that he looks at her, how comfortable they are around each other. They do beautiful Disney bounds and they look so cute when they do it. I also met Emily, who is one of Michelle's friends. She calls her twin, and they truly are like the same person, but she is awesome as well, and she has a very unique look. This is her Instagram right here. When I created Fit for Christ, she followed my page after Michelle put a post on her story, and me and Emily started to connect after that, because Emily was also opening up her beauty spa for facials at the same time. So she was doing posts and showing us her decorating process, and oh my god, you guys, like, she put so much heart and soul into what she does, and I think that's what I love the most about her. But it was so awesome to meet them. We just kind of walked around at the beach. Well, first we had lunch at, what was it called? Lemonade, I think is what it's called. And it's really, really good food. Very healthy, very light. So we enjoyed that before we went on our walk at the beach. Then we went to the pier, and it was so windy, you guys. Like, I was wearing a dress and I had to hold it down because it was so windy, and she was smart enough to wear shorts under her dress. So I was just like, wow, like, this is crazy. But I enjoyed the pier. We got some really good pictures, and it is everything that I thought it would be. It's very alive, a lot of people playing music, a lot of people fishing, just hanging out, and the beach was beautiful. I wish we could have gotten in the water, but we only had a limited amount of time. But then Mario had made reservations at this dinner place that they wanted to take us to. But before that, we went to downtown Disney. I'm sorry, you guys. I love anything that has to do with Disney. So when we got there, it was really difficult to get in to the Disney parking because, gosh, like, COVID-19 is no joke, and they were doing social distancing with the cars as well. So things were getting a little crazy, and it was so funny because our friends were in a different car, and they were behind us, and they got in like that. They just drove and got in. We had to drive around, I'm not kidding you, almost 12 times, or it might have been more than that, I don't know. But I was just praying the whole time, God, let us get in. I really want to see Downtown Disney. This is the reason I came here, you know. So I was praying and praying, and like, I think we did 3 more loops, and then we were able to get in. But I was so happy. I was waving and screaming at the security guard saying thank you. But it was so fun, you guys. I enjoyed being able to just like feel that, like, am I gonna get in, am I not? That was hilarious. Okay, so I had to go grab my ears because, hello, why not, right? So when we got there, we had to get our temperature checked because they are really strict about that. And you also had to wear a mask if you wanted to be in the park. So I was really happy that they did that because I felt safer. And whenever you went in, you could already hear the beautiful Disney music playing. Everything looked so happy, like no kidding. This was Levi's first time. He goes in there and he's dancing, he's bopping to the music, and I'm just like, yes, that's my son. I love my son.
You dancing? You dancing?
And he was having a lot of fun, like he was enjoying it. And again, Levi is somebody who loved music since he was in my belly because I'm a worship leader at church, so I know he could hear that bass and that guitar and the drums, you know, so I know he loves music. So seeing him dance to Disney music was so cute, and seeing him happy just made my day. But we walked around downtown Disney.
They have little baby Yodas.
You see your little baby Yoda.
So cute. The one has Mickey ears.
They were showing me which were the good hangout spots. They were showing me where you could take pictures, and it's so cool because they're very creative when it comes to taking pictures, especially Michelle. She's a photographer. But it was really cool to be able to see her in her element. Even though we couldn't get into Disneyland, we were still in downtown Disney, so it was still beautiful. So to get into the stores to be able to shop for Disney merch, you had to sign up for text messaging. So that way they could let you know when it's your turn to come in. And they were only letting like 6, not even, probably like 5 people in at a time at the stores. But we went to, I forgot what it's called, confectionery, Mary Ann's Confectionery, I think is what it was called. And as soon as you go in, you can like see all the beautiful Disney merch. It wasn't a lot, but it was some.
Wow. It smells so good.
My eyes automatically went to the beautiful teacup set from Alice in Wonderland. So I purchased a teacup, and I also bought the, what's it called? The tea set, and that was really cute as well. It had all, I think it was called like Alice's Mad Tea Party Tea Blend, and like it was really cool. And we also bought one of their famous apples with caramel coating and like all this stuff. It was an expensive apple, but boy, let me tell you, it was really good. My husband and I enjoyed it. But after that, I started to feel a little sick because I think I was dehydrated, and just the excitement got the better of me that I didn't drink enough water on the way there and when we were there. So I started feeling a little headachy, and it actually felt more like a migraine. But Emily was able to give me some pills that she has that were very natural and homeopathic, so I was really excited for that. I didn't have my oils with me, so I couldn't use peppermint or anything like that, unfortunately, but they did help. And then I also took my butt to Starbucks and got me a caramel macchiato with an extra shot of espresso because boy, I needed my caffeine. I was feeling them headaches, and I think it was a little bit of that and a little bit of dehydration. It was just craziness. After the coffee, we walked all the way down to where the entrance of Disneyland is, and it's like a big open area where people just hang out, and Levi was just walking, he was just enjoying having a ball out there.
Is that your shadow?
And we were taking pictures at the main gate. was just kind of a little bit heartbroken that it was closed and I couldn't get in, but I still enjoyed just seeing it. And then on the other side, it was a California Adventure, I think is what it's called. And they had Guardians of the Galaxy right there on the other side of the gate. And I was just like, wow, I could just imagine, you know. But I will be going back. We did promise each other that we were going to save up and we're going to go back to California. So I hope that happens, and very, very soon. After that, we headed to the restaurant called Fire and Ice. She said it was a cool hangout spot to enjoy the night after a full Disney day. So that's like the hangout spot. Once we got there, you could see the beautiful lights. They decorated so beautifully. And of course, we sat outside. It was windy. It was beautiful. Such a good night. I think dinner time was when I felt like I could be more open. Like I could really sit down and talk with them. And I feel that we connected more at that time because we were just hanging out. We were eating and we were able to talk more and just kind of fellowship. And I think that's my favorite part, that I can fellowship with them because they're also believers. And it means a lot to me, really, that I can do that. And Mario's parents are actually pastors, which I think is really cool. And he knows all about the Pentecostal fire. And I grew up Pentecostal. I'm still Pentecostal, but I grew up in those churches at Cincoritos. That was cool to be able to hang out, to be able to fellowship with somebody that knows how it is to be Pentecostal in this life. But Emily was great too. We just kind of opened up and just enjoyed our time together. Byron was telling crazy stories that I'd never tell anybody because they're a little embarrassing, but I don't care. They were good friends, so we did that. And so I enjoyed that. And Levi was so good the whole time. He was so good. He did not scream. He did not cry. He was just taking everything in. So I know that he's going to enjoy Disneyland or Disney World when we go again. I can't wait. After dinner, we just kind of walked out, and Emily dropped the bomb on me that she wanted to show me her beautiful spa. You guys, I had told Michelle that I wanted to see her spa, but I didn't think we'd be able to because everything is closed. But Emily really, God, we really connected, and I guess she wanted to show it to me, and I felt so honored because only 20 people have seen her spa. So I really want to show you guys what I saw. I mean, you don't get the full experience because you're not there, but I can honestly tell you that this is the best Disney place that I've ever stepped in. I'm not kidding, you guys. It was beautiful. It was magical.
This table doesn't stay here. It's just,
We were having dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is amazing. Wow.
Thank you.
I really like, oh, whoa.
So there's my Elsa Wonderland keyboard.
I love it. And it does look like it.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. Oh, here, I'll turn on the lights.
Oh
All
my
the
God.
lights.
Dude.
It's cool, huh?
Well, it was flat at first, and then we added that wood from Home Depot.
That's
And then those
really
hinges
pretty.
are from Amazon.
I can't.
Thank you.
Cool, huh?
A lot of detail. You can tell that you really put your heart into
I
this.
still got my fireworks show even though I didn't go to Disneyland because she had an awesome projector that projected fireworks, you guys. She put so much attention to detail that it just really warms my heart. And I told her I was going to send her some essential oils because she is working at a spa. But we just hung out and just talked and just kind of enjoyed that. And I about cried, I'm not going to lie. It was so much. The day was so fulfilling. My heart was content and full. I enjoyed that beautiful, magical day. And I hope that I get to do it again soon. Michelle, Mario, and Emily, thank you guys so much for an amazing day. I really did appreciate everything, all the gestures, all the hanging out, all the you guys showing us around. That meant the world to us. So thank you for making us feel at home. The next day, we met up with our friend Max. Max is somebody who lives in California, who had came to my church to kind of help them out with some sound, with some things that they were doing at that time, plays. He got along with my husband, helping him out, working on the sound together, so that was really cool. And then we found out that he played Call of Duty. Well, that's how we connected. And then, so it was just cool just to see him again and hang out. I didn't know he lived in Anaheim, and he was living somewhere else for a few months. It just so happened that when we got to California, he ended up flying in that night. So we were able to hang out and eat breakfast or brunch, and he got to meet Levi. And then he found out that it was our first time ever in California. So he decides to take us to Los Angeles. You guys, oh my God. If you play GTA 5, you will know that Los Angeles looks just like GTA 5. But it was so awesome, you guys. Drive all up and down Hollywood street, and you could see the sign. You could see so many things in LA that I would just felt like I've been there before, and I've never been there. And Byron really floored me when he said I could have lived here. I was like, what? Like, you would live in LA? Like, I would move down here in a heartbeat. But we were able to just drive up and down streets, and Max took us to where they shot some movies, and we took some pictures of that, where they shot the movie The Fast and the Furious, the house that they were living in, the little shop that they met in. So it was really cool to be able to see that, even though I personally haven't seen Fast and the Furious, but that was really cool, you guys. And we just drove up and down, and then decided it was time to go home, so we drove back to Anaheim, got back in our car, drove back to Arizona, made it that night, and were able to just get in bed and just, you know, I feel like we squeezed so much in those days that I feel full, I feel content, that I really enjoyed my California experience. Again, it was just peaceful, calm, beautiful views, beautiful mountains, beautiful scenery, beautiful family. We were able to go to dinner, everybody together at one point, because Byron has two brothers, two blood brothers, that they haven't been together in the same room for about 6 years. So his mom was really happy to have everybody together again. Mom, how do you feel about having all your kids together again?
Oh, that is a wonderful thing. I'm really enjoying it.
We are too.
You have no clue what it feels like to have all of you here.
No.
Yeah, we love you.
All of you guys too.
Dad, you happy?
Feels good. Yeah.
Man of few words.
The Queen's Castle is now full.
Yeah. All the jesters are back in the house.
And here are the adopted kids. Hi, Tony. Cheryl.
We also did more pool time. Oh no, I didn't get to get in the pool when I got back, which I hated. I really wanted to, but it just didn't happen. But what we did do was finally have a range day. We went out to the backyard and we just shot 357s, 9mm, 40 cal.
I got my headset in, my earplugs. I'm gonna go shoot. Woo! So Byron just reset for the 40. I'm gonna shoot it, and it's gonna be great. I haven't shot this weapon in a long time, and I don't remember the last time I did, but this is our weapon, so I want to be really familiar with it, and I'm excited.
I thought I was gonna be really bad, but it was crazy. I was pleasantly surprised with the 40 cal. I was able to hit my targets. The 357, which is a revolver, was Byron's grandfather's service revolver when he was chief of police. So that was amazing to be able to shoot that. So we just squeezed as much time that we could with family. And then after that, we actually had to leave. Byron drove home with his brother, and I flew home with Levi. And you guys, that was so sad to just leave after 2 whole weeks, you know, of hanging out and being together. It was really hard for his mom, and I don't blame her. She has COPD, so anytime that she can be around her children, she will cherish that time. And the craziest thing is that she adopted 3 kids, you know, who are 4, 5, and 8. And that's crazy, you guys. Like, she is such a strong woman. But it was really cool to be able to hang out with them. We love them, and we hope we get to see them very soon. But that was vacation, guys. It was so amazing. I enjoyed my time out there. It was really great, and I hope to do it again very soon. So my health has been really good lately. I actually have good news for you guys. I decided, based off of the last video, I decided not to do radioactive treatment. And I went against my doctor's wishes and went the medication route. So I'm on methimazole, and she said it could take up to 2 years for you to get better and blah, blah, blah. If it doesn't work, we might have to do RAI then. And I was just kind of like, God, like, she is really against it. But I did a lot of praying, and I knew that I wanted to do the medication route because I also wanted to take an organic approach to my health. So I got with my friend Alicia, who is a nurse, and she's all about holistic health, and I love that about her. Here's her Instagram, and I think she's mostly active on Facebook, but she's awesome, you guys. Like, she has an incredible testimony that I did have the chance to shoot. I just have to kind of work on the audio a bit better and put that on here for you guys. But she said that she wanted me to reduce my toxic load. So we went and changed a lot of things. We went free and clean with all of our cleaning products. We went and bought a filtration system for our house, and it filtered out fluoride and all of that craziness. And I got put on some vitamins from doTERRA, which is what she uses and what I personally use. I love doTERRA. doTERRA has done a lot of great things for me ever since I went through a lot of anxiety and depression. doTERRA was there for me, and it is honestly God's gift to this planet. The hyperthyroidism was causing a lot of issues with my health, and just the way I was feeling was not the best. So I wanted to do a lot of changes, and I knew I was going to get better because I wanted to change my lifestyle. So I made a lot of changes to do just that. And you guys, what's crazy is I was only on the medication and the vitamin regimen for about a month when she called me saying she wanted to get more blood results or more blood tests for me, which I did go in. And a few days before I left on vacation, she calls me and she said, I got your blood test results. And I am so surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised. And I just want to let you know that you're not hyperactive anymore. Your thyroid is not hyperactive anymore. And I was just kind of like, what? Like, what do you mean? She gave me all my test results and named what I had before and now what I have. And I was just amazed and shocked at the improvement with my numbers. And even she was shocked because, you guys, it takes people at least 2 years to feel better, if they even feel better, or they can do longer years on the medication, which I am in a Facebook group, and there's a lot of people on there who are year after year taking this medication, and it's not really helping. So a lot of people do RAI, or they get the surgery to get the thyroid removed. But here I am, only a month of doing this regimen, and I'm better. Like, you can't tell me that God doesn't do miracles anymore, you guys. God is amazing. I still have Graves' disease, which can attack different areas of the body since it is an autoimmune disease. And Graves' disease is unfortunately for life. But I know that if God healed me from my hyperthyroidism, if God healed me to be able to conceive and have Levi, God can do anything, you guys. So that is my update. I am doing good. I'm still on the medication. She said that the treatment will still take 2 years because that is what is keeping my levels normal. So hopefully we can start weaning off of the medication if it starts to overwork, and things are looking great, you guys. I'm gonna keep doing these changes. Unfortunately, now that I'm not hyperactive anymore, I'm not losing the weight as fast as I was losing it before. So I'm kind of at a slope and I'm starting to gain it again. And I'm just like, wow, God, please don't let me gain this weight. I don't want to gain weight. So I have to make diet changes now, and I have to make exercise changes now. But I'm ready and I'm a fighter, you guys. Thank you guys so much for following this channel. Thank you for all the new likes on Instagram. God is growing that page because it is all for His glory, not my own. I want my Father in heaven to be glorified through everything that I do, because He has done so much for me, and this is the least that I can do, is share the gospel with every single person on this planet. So I hope that you're able to share this if you want. And like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you want to see. I'm going to be doing a DIY on my next video, and there's just so many things that I got coming that I'm really excited for. So definitely let me know what you want to see. And if you guys want to ask me any questions for a Q&A video, that would be cool too. I don't mind that. I'm an open book, you guys. Like I said, I'm not afraid to share my testimony and everything that I've been through, because I know that there's somebody out there that is going through the same thing as me. So as always, just remember that you are fit for Christ. No matter your background, no matter your past, no matter what, you are fit for Christ. And don't let anybody make you think differently. God bless you guys. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next one.